Welcome to the second session of Maths. I hope you all are safe at your home. In the previous session, we have already discussed about the addition and subtraction of integers. We have also started exercise, which is exercise 1.1 in your textbook. We have already completed 5 sums from the exercise. Moving forward for the question number 6 from your textbook. Now, question number 6 in your textbook, it is as follows. Rita goes 20 km towards east from a point to the point B. From point B, she moves 30 km towards west along the same road. If the distance towards east is represented by the positive integer, then how will you represent the distance travelled towards west? By which integer will you represent her final position from A? Now here in this question, 2-3 questions are given together. So firstly, we will read it again to find out which questions are there. Here it is written that Rita is going 20 kilometers towards east, and then from point A to B she moves 30 kilometers towards west. If the distance towards east is represented by a positive integer, that means east, if we are taking east, we have to put a positive integer for that. So from point A to point B, it will be plus 20 kilometers. And then the question is, how will you represent the distance towards the west? If this one is east, the another side will be the west. So this 30 kilometers towards west will be minus 30 kilometers, right? Then it is written, by which integer will you represent her final position from A? So here from point A, she is moving plus 20, and then from point B, she is moving minus 30 kilometers towards west. So finally we will have plus 20 minus 30. So it will be minus 10 kilometers. Now for writing the solution, we will write whatever information is given in textbook in the question. Since the distance towards east is represented by a positive integer and the distance towards west is represented by a negative integer, firstly we will write the sentence. After that, the distance travelled in east direction is 20 kilometer. As this one is taken positive, so it will be a positive 20. Distance travelled in west is minus 30 kilometer. As it is a negative number, so we will write minus 30. Now distance travelled together is 20 plus minus 30. So here again we have a positive integer and a negative integer. Whenever positive and negative integers are there, we have to do the subtraction. So 30 minus 20 is 10. As 30 is the greater number, we will put a sign of negative integer. So here it will be minus 10 kilometers. Therefore, we will represent the distance travelled by Rita from point A by a negative integer, and it will be a west direction. Now question number 10. A water tank has steps inside it. The monkey is sitting on the topmost, that is the first step. The water level is at the 9th step. Now sub questions are there, 1, 2, 3, and we will do one by one. Question number 1 is, he jumps 3 steps down and then jumps back 2 steps up. In how many jumps will he reach the water level? So firstly, whatever is given, that we will write. So here monkey is sitting on the topmost level or on the topmost step. The water level is at the 9th step. Now he jumps 3 steps down and 2 steps back. So he is sitting on the topmost step and he is coming downwards. So we will write all these down steps in positive and all these back steps in negative numbers. The steps moved down is represented by a positive integer and steps moved up presented by negative integers. So this 3 will be a positive integer and this 2 will be a negative integer. So firstly we will start with step 1. The monkey was at first step. After first jump, the monkey will be on, because he was on first step, for the first jump we will add 3 steps. 3 steps down he is going, so we will add 3 steps. So now he is on 4th step. Now he is taking the another jump. After second jump, so the monkey will be on 4 plus minus 2. Minus 2 represent the steps back. He is going backward, so minus 2. So it will be 2 only. Now after the third jump, the monkey will be on. Now this 2 we have to take and then we have to do plus 3. So it will be on 5th step. Now after the 4th jump, it will be 5 minus 2. This 5th step. After that minus 2 and it will be on 3rd step. Continuously we have to do this one until we will reach to the 9th step. And here we have to do plus 3 minus 2. Plus 3 minus 2. So after 5th jump, it will be 3 plus 3. So it will be on 6th step. After 6th jump, 6 minus 2. So 4th step. After 7th jump, it will be 4 plus 3 is equal to 7th step. After 8th jump, it will be 7 minus 2 is equal to 5th step. Moving on. After the 8th step, we have already discussed, it will be on 5th step. After 9th jump, it will be on 5 plus 3, that is 8th step. Now after 10th jump, it will be 8 minus 2, 6th step. And after 11th jump, it will be 6th, this is 6th step, plus 3. So it will be on 9th step. So clearly the monkey will reach 9th step in 11th jump. Or we can say that the monkey will reach at the water level after 11th jump. Question number 10, second one. After drinking water, he wants to go back. For this, he jumps 4 steps up and then jumps back 2 steps down in every move. In how many jumps will he reach back to the top step? Earlier we have discussed this first question. As 3 steps down we have taken plus 3 and 2 steps up we have taken minus 2 because he was moving downwards. Now he is moving upwards. So 4 steps up we will take minus 4 and 2 steps down we will take plus 2. So by following these series we can find out the answer. Now question number 3 is, if the number of steps moved down is represented by a negative integer and the number of steps moved up by positive integer, represent these moves in part 1 and 2 by completing the following. So here it is given minus 3 plus 2. Again we have to do minus 3 plus 2 minus 3 plus 2 because he has taken 11 steps. So 11 times we have to write minus 3 plus 2 minus 3 plus 2 like that. So we can write it like this: minus 3 plus 2 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 minus 3. Now here we have to do the addition of these, all these. So minus 3 how many times are there? They are 6 times. And plus 2 how many times are there? They are 5 times. So minus 3 6 times will be minus 18, and plus 2 5 times will be plus 10. Minus 18 plus 10 is minus 8. So this represents our answer minus 8. Similarly, with this step we can do the another one. Now next is commutative property. Firstly we will take commutative property for addition. We have taken two integers, 5 plus minus 6. 5 is a positive integer. As you know, minus 6 is a negative integer. We will have the answer minus 1. Now we are changing the orders, and it will be minus 6 plus 5 is equal to minus 1. So here you can see, if we are changing the orders of this one, 5 plus minus 6 and minus 6 plus 5, we get the same result. So you can say that for any two integers a and b, a plus b is equal to b plus a. So we can say that commutative property holds true for addition in integers. Now next is subtraction. Now if we will take the subtraction of the numbers, 5 minus minus 3 is minus becomes plus over here, and here it is 8. The answer is 8. Now next, if we will shuffle the order. So minus 3 minus 5. So now you know minus 3 minus 5, we will add these two numbers and we will put a negative sign. So it will be minus 8. As you know, 8 and minus 8 both are not equal to each other. We can say that 5 minus minus 3 is not equal to minus 3 minus 5. So subtraction is not commutative for integers. Next property is associative property for addition. Now here we have to associate the numbers. That means we have to make the different groups of the numbers, and we have to check whether we are getting the same answer or not. Okay, so we have taken this group of numbers like minus 5. Now we are arranging these two numbers inside a bracket. So it will be minus 3 plus 2 inside a bracket. Now if we are doing the addition of this one, minus 5 plus minus 3 plus minus 2, both are negative numbers, and your answer will be minus 5. Now adding these two numbers, we will get minus 5 plus minus 5. So answer will be minus 10. Now we will arrange these numbers in different groups like minus 5 plus minus 3 inside a bracket, and then minus 2. So firstly we will solve whatever is given inside the bracket. So minus 5 plus minus 3 plus minus 2. Minus 5 plus minus 3 becomes minus 8 plus minus 2. So it will be minus 10. As you can see, here also we are getting minus 10, and here also we are getting minus 10. So we can say that for any integer a, b, c, a plus b plus c inside the bracket is equal to a plus b inside the bracket plus c. So this one is the property, associative property for addition, and we can check associative property for subtraction also. Now check it and tell me whether it is satisfying for subtraction or not. Next is additive identity. When we add 0 of any whole number, we get some whole number. 0 is the additive identity for whole numbers. See, this one you know that if we are adding 0 to any whole number like 5 plus 0, then it will be 5. 6 plus 0, then it will be 6. 0 plus 0, then it will be 0. So for any whole number, we are having 0 as a additive identity. Now we will check it for integers. Minus 8 negative integer plus 0 is equal to minus 8. We should have this same number over here. If we are adding plus 0, then we should have the same number. 0 plus minus 37 is minus 37. Instead of this, you can write minus 37 plus 0 is minus 37. So we can say that 0 is the additive identity for integers.